Shots fired right back at GOW. They need to find cover.
As long as CRM cannot find where Demon is or break line of sight, Demon will continuously be a threat. We can see him on that minimap, on that radar. He's on the bottom left, but Jun actually backstabs Demon, and now this is a bit of a problem for GOW. They have lost their leverage from long range, and it's their turn to back off.
Beautiful back. Why? Why? But that's how the cookie crumbles here at FFWSC, baby. Even if you dominate the previous day, does not mean you rise up to the top on day 2. Get nice sprayed down by Volky. Great play with the Drogon as he steps right back down. One quick grenade tossed on out. Will find nobody. Double glue wall. FCL trying to burn it down. Mufasa on the pickup, but back down he goes. All thanks to the skill pop by the A124. Mufasa once again with the task to pick up his buddy, but no time at all.
Yeah, his teammate is trying to cover him as much as possible. PLS1 actually bid.
Yeah, I mean, panic plays there with those glue walls, and Axel took advantage of that great maneuvering by the Malaysian player. But now, how do they find the rest of them? GOW busting those glue walls to get to the center. Lossie saw that one coming in. 590 to the chest, leaving Dian all alone here. Man is broke. Pocket Market cannot save him. GOW one final opportunity, and Vamos backs away as WAG shows up to clean up the pieces.
Vamos trying to cut the losses right now. Lozzie, unfortunately, will be shot out of the air. But if Exa is able to just buy enough distance, get a revive, Vamos will have a chance. And they have cut they have brought enough distance. Vamos are out of there. And GOW bite the dust.
I thought he was gonna survive because Vamos would distract the WAG players, but very...
Clean up. Jun goes down. That's point number 9 for WAG, and they're not done just yet. Reverse red right in front of them.
Oh, beautifully done by WAG. Good glue walls just to protect themselves, but rotating outside. Mike, okay, that was not a good glue wall as he tried to run away. But they were back in the circle. Alan tagged up as well. Reverse red, high ground advantage. They try engaging the WAG, but WAG not returning any fire just yet. Alan literally just running past him. Jump finding police one from the side of Heavy. He has just been losing player after player. But my goodness, Vamos, I thought that recovery play was there. Not so sure if Gade's regretting the move to Vamos just yet. Because all he did was play a couple of revives, get a knock and an elimination, and now they're out.
Yeah, I mean, considering that WAG were on their tail the moment the circle started closing in, 10 plays, it does sting, right? They had like some pretty good points before they got eliminated. But if you are WAG right now, it's time to clear the battlefield. They will take the launch pad and go to the other side of the map and run straight into AG Global. WAG somehow haven't lost anyone, and I say that Barros was able to take Krillin down. He instantly finds an exchange. On the other side is Falcons against Evos, but off screen, WAG are winning.
Yeah, pure chaos out here as battles break out all over the battlefield. But Shield, M590 in hand, but core memory out of the equation. And look at this, Evos Divine falling one after the other, and Dutch getting a triple with the nade as Evos Divine bows out of the lobby.
Look at RRQ Kazu, king of the hill, literally in the center of the circle.
Wow.
No one is contesting them. AG trying to make it out of this. Alan somehow getting traded back. Ismail and takes him down. That was supposed to be a hero play for WAG, but RRQ Kazu once more spoils it. Down to top 3 teams. All of them had the full squad, but only one team right now have total control.
Dude, that circle was crazy, man. Yes, zone nahi. Dushman ka ghar hai. It is the enemy's lair. And the moment that circle squeezed them in, team after team fell. But the 3 biggest still stand. 1 from Indonesia, 2 from Thailand. Reverse red, the team that crashed out yesterday from Group B in the final circle now in the top 3. 29% potential win rate. They have to stay out of the early fight between Falcons and RRQ.
It's going to be quite a tough one. I think if you're Team Falcons right now, you're worried about reverse red, and you're also worried about RRQ because there are a couple of doorways that they can peek out of. These close quarter combats are not going to be kind of Bay. He's just sitting in the corner with a shotgun in his hands. To try to walk through that front door, he is going to blast you in the face. So reverse red are acting as a pseudo watchtower for RRQ Kazu, and if anything, RRQ Kazu can just continue to wait.
Yeah, 5 eliminations for reverse red. We don't mind. But look at this. The circle's going to leave everybody high and dry. And they are not on that right side to make that early reversal. or movement in towards the next circle. The first team to move will get fired upon. Obviously, Reverse Red with the advantage with this high ground. But the question is, will Falcons shoot at Reverse Red, who are clearly a threat, or engage with RRQ, who are on that lower ground?
I think by default, probably Reverse Red. They do have a truck to work with. They even set up the gold portal. You can see it on top of the roof, but I'm not really sure entirely what usage it might be. Maybe when the circle starts moving, this is when you can take that gold portal and reposition. Maybe Reverse Red will find this as an opportunity to get control of the game, to wrestle it back into them. Falcons want to make that beeline, but Reverse Red, if they time it right, they are going to make it there first.
Well, we've waited long enough. Come on, baby. We want to see some action.
Oh, he didn't
Blue
take
Wall
it.
Melters all being laid out. Very smart play, but Riptide Rhythm! Dropping the defenses of Reverse Red, forcing them to use even more Blue Walls, and this gives the advantage to RRQ, who cuts the distance. Abe moving in with the M590, misses the shot. Nameless taking the tag from the circle as well, but RRQ barricaded away through all those Blue Walls.
Reverse Red decides to just book it and not use the portal, and it might actually favor them. RQ Kazu have lost Ma'ao, but they still need to fight through this. A 3v4 scenario, 18 gear, 41 HP, gets knocked down, Juice by the zone. Nameless and Diamond finally steps up, but Falcons from behind will start the backstab, and they have found a perfect opportunity to slowly but surely clean out Reverse Red. Nameless removed, Diamond on the ground, they just break them apart. Round 1 pretty much done and dusted, and Cozy last man alive. No clutch for him this time. Team Falcons starting it off right with a booyah.
Yeah, no sweat at all from Falcons. Buiram ain't here. Nameless shot in the head. And the M82B looks like it's on fire. Diamond taken down as well. Dew is just doing it the hard way. Barros fighting Saming as well. Reverse Red, one final player left on the squad. My God, and they are turning tails. X-Posy running away as quickly as he can.
What is happening? Reverse Red really putting up zero resistance. And with Exposy going down, this is going to be Reverse Red biting the dust in 11th place. A far cry from what...
Expand right beside them. Question is, who goes in for the pursuit? It's going to be Falcon. Narrow grenade launcher! And Rotato, he almost got caught. Karoro now steps on up, and Krillin gets a double. WAT on screen doing the exact same thing as PE Sports. Vietnam! Just going absolutely insane. But don't cry now, bleeding out on the ground. Rotato with his back turned, and Nkang still could not find the finisher. Falcons finish off PE Sports, who dropped the ball big time even though they had the grenade launcher.
And I mean, WAG just massacred Vamos. That grenade launcher took...
Hopping on into the fray up against WAG as well, but they are getting flattened to the ground. The pickups are there. Expand gets involved in this fight as well, and Ewell survives with the 9 points in hand, makes it 10, and still with those pickups, Rasya back on his feet. Nothing can stop Ewell's Divine. In the meantime though, Heavy bites the dust.
With Expand's intervention, I thought WAG would be in a more comfortable spot, but still it's Evil's Divine who somehow is holding on, only losing Aimdot in the process. Russia still somehow kicking despite being crippled earlier on. They break down the blue wall, but Krillin puts up another. Evil's thinking of going for a wraparound onto WAG. They want to encircle them as much as possible. The launch pad denied as Ray finds the timing, and WAG will be punished.
Oh, absolutely punished, man. EVOS Divide surviving the onslaught, surviving the chaos. 9-13. They're having a solid game, but they do not have the numbers to dominate the final circle just yet. So they have to play this strategically enough, because GOW Expand may be teams they can still deal with the low numbers on their side. But AG Global and Falcons on the opposite side of the battlefield, those are the danger parties.
And even Expand have made it to top 4. I say that.
Oy.
They just lost one of their members. And it's the efforts, the combined efforts of AG Global and Falcons, who are now surrounding Expand from multiple angles. Meanwhile, on screen, Evil's Divine with a couple of nades. Yeah, dangerously low, but still somehow holding on. Expand out in 5th, but for Evil's Divine, it's a 2v4.
And the folks are there here, up against EVOS Divine. GOW doing the work up against them. Glue Ball Melters, leaving them open, but Ray with the God Nade, dropping Dian out in the open, but he will get picked up, all thanks to Yanbin, dropping those glue walls all around him. Even though those glue wall melters are there, they do manage to get the guy right back up onto his feet. A knock in return up against EVOS Divine, and look at that! The Chronos Time Turner pops out at the right moment. Grenade has no effect.
They're really stalling this out. That Riptide Rhythm only destroys one of the glue walls, but EVOS, they're burning through their resources incredibly quickly, not to mention with the circle coming in from behind. Demon will be the last one to cross. We saw that monster truck being dropped down. Ray having to take this 1v1, trying to get Demon out of the way, but it's just not possible. So they keep on pushing forward. One more glue wall left for Ray. He will expand it to get within closing distance, but GOW will take that as an invitation and just take out EVOS Divine.
Oh, brilliantly played by GOW, but look at this, AG Global trying to take advantage from the opposite side of the battlefield as well. Falcon shooting down GOW, but the recovery is solid. 3 players back up on their feet, but they had to sacrifice Demon as Falcon continuously pelted them with those bullets. You will give GOW a little bit of breathing space here by taking the fight up against Falcon.
Roro, he's almost cooked at this point. Putting down glue wall after glue wall to break that path for himself. GOW will keep on pressuring him, but Dew is making life a bit more complicated by taking out Kun from afar, and Diana gets shot from the back. AG Global looking to clean up the battlefield.
Yep, and it's the third party time, baby. As AG Global circles around, Falcons will be able to sneak that shot away from AG Global. Obviously, that is a big win for them since Garoro was the only player left, and AG Global secures a solid booyah for themselves. Pickup could be on the way, but no, yet another knockback on through. This is a chaos. Core memory taken on reverse red, rushing on in, Funky with the Drogon. And obviously the time turner is going to be the difference maker.
Well, somehow they snuck past to get the revive, but Nameless still ends up getting the punishment. At the end of the day, valiant effort from Core memory, but might not be enough. AG Global here to clean up house, and wow, pick up the rest of the members. There's the trip mine though. Pune able to get 2 knockdowns on both Baros and Dew, but no finishes from either side. So AG Global ends up keeping the entire team standing.
Absolutely, man. I mean, crazy third-party attack. And AG Global obviously looking to be the bigger winner here. Up against Core Memory, they do have the numbers, but Baros down on the ground, and Cypher finds a flying shot with the M590 onto Axel.
Dominating.
What was that? Axel is it's completely separated from the rest of the team. There was glue walls in between them, so support was not able to come through. But it feels like Vamos still wants to commit to this, and you can see AG Global, they're thinking about jumping off the second floor to flank Vamos, and this time Vamos, they make the call to back off. They don't want no more smoke. They've already lost Axel, they need to bring him back.
Oh, but great play by Vamos, currently on, looks like the revival platform used by Reverse Red, a rare occasion. All 3 players brought back. And 1 goal! Speaking of 3 players brought back, he was Divine, just annihilated. Is meditating in their own small little compound, waiting for the inner peace before...
Fight, they want to move away. What a snipe! What was that from out 2 in a row just like that?
Beautiful plays coming on through. But the rest of these players, though, everybody's hiding away from the battle behind any wall that they can find. Pura Ramayana khatam hai, banda abhi bhi divar ke piche hai. Everybody is waiting behind those walls because they don't want to be dropped outside. The second Saming will not be able to survive. Riptide Rhythm looking for him, and obvious trying to find some vantage point here, some line of sight, but this terrain worked very well by the Vietnamese squad. But it is going to be a battle of brothers between Vietnam, GOW fighting WAG.
Let's see one. GOW pushing into WAG. The glue wall separating the battlefield. Riptide Rhythm, big one to expose WAG, and Evils gets the pick on them like it's a buffet. WAG left with just 1. He's gonna drop 2. Xbor somehow still hiding within the wild, but unfortunately the circle hurts too much. He's trying to fly into the same zone, might just land on top of Falcons and also Evos. This is not the spot he needs to be in. Drops the blue wall, makes it to safety. He is still alive. Not anymore.
Caught by Kororo. Unfortunate with that launchpad action, still landed outside the circle and then later on caught out by the Falcon players. And now Indonesia has an opportunity to bring the camera to Conchita Caroline. But will Falcon put a stop to that? Will GOW give us Yunso? We all want to see exactly which host we get after this.
If they don't want to do it for the fans, do it for the host. Come on, RQ. First one to get dropped to their knees. 2 more left alive. GOW only losing Diane. Demon also getting picked up by Peter from afar. There's no rescue there, unfortunately. Falcons looking to be in prime position to get the second booyah thus far.
Yeah, Falcon says no Conchita, no Yunso. You're coming back to us once again, baby. 57% potential win rate here for the
GOW ready for the fight as well. They put down the glue wall just in case because 18 Deer is exposed to the left side, so they don't want that. Abai perched himself on top of the wall. This is about to get messy.
Yeah, I mean, the center point of this circle is out in the open. Kororo will be able to find Abai. He expires.
No.
8 India down as well. Kororo from down at the bottom. I don't even know how he find the connection on top of that roof, but that was a beautiful play. Kororo single-handedly shutting down RRQ. And now GOW, they need to hop on out of the window. Potato up onto the second floor as well. From the balcony, on with the pressure. Kororo on fire as Falcon secures a booyah.
I think, for Expand right now, being able to duck away from Vamos, they're taking chip damages, right? These early games, these chip damages matters a lot. But somehow, today needs to hold his ground. I think overall right now, Vamos, wait a minute. In the blink of an eye, and I think that, and this is gonna give Core Memory a very good spot to work with. You hear that's the first siren. They're gonna start closing in a little bit. For Evo, they are pretty spread out. So Core Memory needs to be more careful with where they stand.
From outside the window, the pressure played phenomenally well by Falcon. 2 booyahs in the bag of
but on the other hand, Core Memory up against Reverse Red, a scuffle and chaos.
Reverse Red, making it even worse for Core Memory, and one Core Memory for them will be the barrels of Reverse Red pointed at them. The cross has locked in and an instant elimination from the lobby.
Reverse Red coming out on top, 5 eliminations so far, getting some space to work with at Garrison. Now get to rotate down to the south.
Launchpad will be used by GOW anytime now. Unless they want to take this fight up, it's going to be ice grenades laid out for Reverse Red to eat up first, and all those blue wall methods laid out, but Reverse Red quickly getting around the line. Put it up did yesterday out of 6 matches, but only 3 eliminations so far. They're taking a soft approach this time round.
Just some space to breathe, no need to rush. We saw RQ Kazu, we saw Evos, GOW on the last stage as well. So it comes down to Falcons and perhaps a bit of AG. See, Falcons now need to walk out of this compound into the open ground itself. Potato somehow snipe Fortune as GOW is out.
Yep, Evos Divine still alive. Falcons Playing well with the circle, but due with the snipe from afar, that AWM puts Peter in an unfortunate situation. RRQ pelting them with all of those grenades. Kororo walking straight into the depth of the enemies and will be punished by Dutch.
What was that? Falcons completely outnumbered, and now Potato has to fight from behind. The Tatsuya dash! Finds wow! Opportunity taken well,
kill.
and Limit will take care of Deuce as well. Falcon still somehow in the running with 2 more members left. They're right behind RRQ. Almost goes down, barely hangs on to a shred of HP, but now they gotta deal with not just Falcons, but also AG.
Oh, great play with the rip.
Oh man.
Time turner and the knock comes on through, but Baros leading house. AG Global making sure Falcons do not get the back-to-back, but AG Global going for their second booyah of the day. Final Potato down, and AG Global shows everybody that Thailand is here to slay.
Damn you, Potato! Damn you! That was our very far behind. Today somehow, we talked about him, he did get a snipe, I believe, on a hit, remember, off screen. GOW is still poking their heads in, trying to find any sort of an opportunity. That blocked out, but Cougar still stuck the shot through. The end goes down.
And, I mean, great defense by the end to protect the rest of his team members, but they all just got mowed down one after the other. It's not going to be WAG for the flex exit. It looks like it is GOW in trouble. Demon, he has got the coins, but he has got no backup, and Vietnam is the one to not finding the connection.
Hit the goalpost right at the side of the door, but Mao have a good angle from behind. Backstab, that's 2 in a row. Mao once more makes good of the opportunity given to him. And CRM broken, beaten, and battered. The Riptide Rhythm opens up both ends of the field. Dudes now takes advantage of that. And CRM will be forced to fight on the UAV in front, but Dudes will clean up house, and just like that, CRM cleaned up by 2 members of RQ.
But they almost did. Okay, guys, I almost got the prediction.
They got 3 revives. So we got pretty close, right? We got like 3 out of 4 members go down, and then they all got one back. But maybe it will happen again against EVOS, who are trying to make work off them, but they are making EVOS work for it. Kororo is actually in the red. All the Riptide Rhythm, look at that. All out in the open, and somehow it's still a trade. And 18D is going to help out their Indonesian friends, taking a Kororo from the back. Falcons backstab with multiple angles. It's down to Peter to keep this run going.
It's EVOS versus Falcons, but RRQ winning as they take the shots from afar. Peter, sliver of hell, but get nice. Is he going to get the deed done here?
Get him, get nice, get him.
Ah, he does. Falcons out early. I told you, chat. I might have gotten it wrong by 2, but I told you. The channel that I am watching this on, thank you so much for joining us on the chat. Don't forget to hit that like. If you have forgotten already, please do so right now. EVOS Divine making that exit as well. One lesser opportunity for us to bring the camera over to our new friend Conchita. But AG Global, as they approach the situation, it's going to be a civil war between WAG and PE.
And WAG, they have kind of dealt themselves with a pretty, subpar card, but they're trying to make the best out of it, right? They lost Krillin, trying to run through the maze and get to the safe zone as much as possible. That glue wall broke just in time, but with PE Sports about to intercept them, WAG will have to engage in this fight. There's no way out.
WAG in a pickle now, but two players on the side of PE flattened as WAG rages on. 7 eliminations in hand already, but the next one on the line is going to be Cypher here. WAG also needs to deal with the pressure that Reverse Red can play on them from that lower ground, as they've already found a decent spot for defense.
Okay, they have recovered. They made it out of that area into potential safe zone, and now they have the vantage point. They have high ground. RQ Kazu right in the middle, but WAG plenty of opportunity, taking out AG Global. X-Bor clocking in his 4th elimination and freeing up even more space for the rest of the round.
Yeah, hats off to Delena. She got this one right. She thinks X-Man is gonna get to the next circle, and it looks like these boys are still cooking. 7 eliminations already. But let's see how long more they can stand. They are the junior squad out of Malaysia in comparison to Vamos. And Reverse Red under pressure now. Glue wall melters all laid out. RRQ, the potential booyah team, now under a lot of pressure as they cut the distance down up against Reverse Red.
RQ, if they can make this work, they're going to give themselves so much space to work with. And Reverse Red trying to figure out where RQ is going to strike from. Diamond and Nameless the dynamic duo playing together on the left side. They're gonna go for the swing! Abai somehow able to avert disaster. Blocks them out with the glue wall, and Duns finds Saming from afar. Sniper is down.
A timely placement of the glue wall to save him, but Abe now is going to get pressed once again, and the blue leaving all of them high and dry. This is danger zone for them, and Nameless will be the first one to bite the Duds, and Duds down on the ground, but it doesn't matter. It's a 1-for-1 trade as RRQ tries to back away from this fight.
Wait, Expand is the only team with the full squad left. Is this finally it? Do we have an opportunity? Because they gotta face up against RRQ. And Export...
Is Serena gonna get this?
Dude, Export's making it possible, dude. He just took down one of the RRQ members. Here we go, Expand. Decos. Is this your moment? Abai loses out. They 1v1 trade. A fake from behind. 18 also goes down. Expand is making miracles happen.
Making miracles happen indeed. Do we get the uncles from Malaysia or Yunsul from Vietnam? Because RRQ, there's no way in hell they get this done now. Apik, Decos, looking for that booyah. And the circle is going to be moving towards the side of WAG. Vietnam now with the advantage to move early.
As much as I love my Malaysian friends, I want to see Yunsu, man. Give me Yunsu. Take out RRQ first. Get him there. Go get him. And RRQ is out. It's down to Malaysia and Vietnam.
Well, Decos now behind those glue walls. M590 in the hands of Cyrus, and he's not afraid to take the fight up against them. But Decos cooking up the nade already. But once again, an underbaked egg. Afik and Decos backing away. Two players alive on the side of Expand, but a 56% potential win rate here for Vietnam for WAG.
Yeah, take us to Yunsu. Do it for Yunsu. Do it for Vietnam. Here we go. 3v2. Cyrus in. Gets Decos. And they have done it. WAD finally pulls through in the end. A fingers get one. Can he get the clutch off? Answer is no. No way in hell. Yunsu, here we come, baby. Here we come. WAD with the booyah.
Booyah for Yunsu. Booyah for Vietnam. And this is...
with Falcons still in it with just one member left. PE Sports on the other hand finds AG, and it was only due against the rest of PE Sports. He will try to hold on, gets into the construction site onto the 3rd floor. Mass revives across the board for Falcons.
Insane stuff as PE Sports now finds AG Global, puts them 6 feet under. This is...
But again, Saming needs to stay alive for this kind of predicament, and Alan just slowly backs off with support of his team. Puts on the glue wall, reverse grid, tries to push in, but Alan, we know that he's awake and able to find a distance with electrotherapy supporting him. Cyrus keeping Alan alive, and Alan once more strikes finally. Nameless takes him down. Diamond also puts in the work. WAG forced to stop.
X-Ball actually holding back, waiting for Krillin on the backup. Rhythm! Breaking through the defenses of Reverse Red and forcing Diamond back now. And what a shot from X-Ball from the back. Summing the final player survives long enough to get the shutdown with the SMG. And X-Ball, a sliver of health. M590, Riptide Rhythm grabs him. But X-Ball eliminates Reverse Red with that final shot with a sliver of health left on him.
I don't think Yunso's gonna be happy seeing this. Only one can come out of this, right? You gotta somehow vie for that winning spot. Heavy is winning out so far. Just making quick work of PE Sports with the help of RQ and Famos. So PE Sports out of the picture. The WAG next on the chopping block, but it seems like EVOS wants revenge onto Heavy, and they quickly learn that Heavy starts to be messed with. They lost Ray the moment they jumped through that window.
Yeah, WAG now moving on straight in potentially to meet EVOS Divine as well. Heavy initially getting the shots in, Expand flying into the fray of things, but I don't think they've got the numbers to sustain themselves in all of this chaos.
EVOS lost Kochu as well next to WAG. Now they really are in deep water. Get nice finding the snipe onto Russia. It's finishing off what he started. Aim got completely out in the open. They shot from the back, front, center, top. Kiroro with the lethal blow, and EVOS out in 9th.
That's a sad way to die, man. Trying to hop into the truck to get to your team member to pick him up, but you can't hop. Absolutely. Falcons turning into a vulture. They can morph into a different species, but the question is, Will Vietnam be able to survive this one? WAG 15 eliminations. This is crazy. Limit with a knockout to Krillin, but the pickup is going to be possible here. Demon finds Spoon as well as GOW finds the connections onto core memory. 18 Dia, RRQ chipping away at WAG as well. Things have gotten harder for the Vietnamese squad, and they will all fall. Look at those ice grenades. Krillin with a sliver of health. He goes down as well. Bye-bye WAG, all the teams are trying to say.
And there goes WAG. So we turn our attention to the last remaining Vietnamese team, GOW, while preoccupied with Vamos on the eastern side of the map. Falcons actually didn't get much out of that. Vouchering attempt, it was RRQ. They got majority of the elimination. In fact, Falcons now caught in a rough spot. Look at all the utilities being shot up to the second floor. They're trying to flush out whoever is there, which will be RRQ, but RRQ managing to stay safe because they're out on the balcony. They're unaffected by Falcons' play.
Come on, chat. Let's hear it. Let's hear it for RRQ. Let's hear it for Conchita Caroline. We need to bring the cameras to Indonesia, and only one team can potentially drag us there. And the surprising thing is, we also may be able to see the Malaysian Nastas as well, right? Vamos alive and kicking. Falcons trying to go for that rotation. 2 players down and out already as core memory takes great advantage. RRQ with the grenade shooting on in. Potato almost taken down there, and RRQ's not going to overcommit.
Look at the circle, AJ. It seems like Vamos is in a decent spot to move. All the other teams are about to go to where Vamos is. Potato being caught from behind. Absolutely. His spine blown out by RRQ. Expand was eliminated in 6th spot. RRQ now looking pretty solid with 9 points. Falcons out in 5th.
Yeah, boy. And you know, they all call me the master of predictions, by the way, if you did not know, in the world of Free Fire. So RRQ on the way there. But here is the crazy thing. Vamos and Core Memory are still alive. And Core Memory actually has a 29% potential win rate here, according to our AI. That's insane.
Can't count GOW out yet. They are down manpower though. But they still have a 19% chance, a decent shot. Well, that just went down. EXO took out Demon. And GOW chance is outcut on the ground. No more Vietnamese teams for the Booyah. Indonesia, Malaysia, and Thailand will be the last 3 teams. Here we go. Poon against Vamos. He trapped behind the blue walls. The rest of Core Memory trying to break right through, but Vamos holding on pretty well. The blue walls standing strong, and Gade blows himself up because why the hell not? Lawsy will try to bring it back. Core Memory getting wiped out.
This is insane! RRQ says say hello to Conchita Caroline, baby! As they move on in for the Booyah. Core Memory, 2 more players left. RRQ, full-on squad, 14 points. Indonesia will be able to scream Booyah unless a miracle comes through for Thailand right now.
The Kings of Kings, Rex Brigham Keon, Jago Banget, as they are about to clean up house. Core Memory will be left with a sour taste by the end of this one. In the 2v4, the balcony completely overrun. Circle pushing them downwards. There's only one way out, and that is a fight to the death. It's time to face off against Abai and the rest of RRQ. Kuga only finds one, but one is all he gets. We're going to Indonesia, baby. It's time to send the camera to Caroline.
God is good.
God is great.
A little bit of a challenge faced by them on that Purgatory map. But apart from that, look at today's standings. RRQ managed to catch great representation from all 3 nations up on top. Of course, we're waiting for Malaysia to join the pack as well. But in the scheme of things, look at what RRQ has done. Climbing up to that way from where Falcon is on that #1 spot. And they've got 6 games to catch up.
Yeah, I think it's a good time to ask whoever is still